Diese Show wird euch präsentiert von Newton Artworks. And don't forget, like, subscribe and hit the bell. And now, welcome to the show.
Hi Metalheads, willkommen zu Metalheads Forever, Show Nummer 744 am 13.03.2024. Schön, dass ihr dabei seid zur nächsten Show dieser Woche. Eine Aufzeichnung, muss gleich zusagen, auf Englisch, müsst ihr wieder Englisch hören heute, aber ein geiles Interview und eine geile Band aus Australien. Heute sind Darker Half wären mal schon da gewesen, dann war kein Internet, dann haben wir sie verschoben auf 9.4., dann haben eine Band nicht Zeit gehabt, darum habe ich sie heute rein. Ich weiß, dass heute die Vanessa zum Beispiel, unser treuer Zuschauer, heute mit dabei ist, weil sie hätte das nämlich am 9.4. nicht gesehen und habe an sie gedacht, das wäre cool, wenn die Darker Half dann heute kommen, nämlich am 13.3. So, liebe Freunde, heute gibt's, ich werde natürlich dabei sein im Hintergrund und werde dann brav die Titel einspielen und eure Kommentare natürlich mitlesen und mit Zeit dabei wieder im Chat. Gebt Vollgas. Wer auf Speed Metal steht, der wird heute auf seine Kosten kommen. Und ich bin dann wieder live mit dabei zur Aftershow-Party, wo wir nochmal 3 Videos haben. Aber erstmal geht's los mit einer Ankündigung an meine Freunde und Zuschauer auf Facebook. Wie immer, Facebook rüber zu YouTube. Da drüben ist beim YouTube bei mir. Da spielt die Musik bis zum bitteren Ende, auf Facebook nicht. Die Sendung wird auch auf Facebook gelöscht. Ich sage es immer wieder dazu, ihr könnt zwar liken, aber später ist es weg. Die Sendung ist dann nicht mehr da, weil ich später dann die Liste und den Link zu YouTube dann veröffentliche, nach der Show. Also, liebe Freunde, Attacke und los geht's erstmal mit der Vorankündigung. Und die erste Band hört die Thornbridge. Thornbridge, I Am the Storm. Ich würde sagen, lass mir Sturm los, oder? Auf geht's und mit Gebrüll. Ich wünsche euch was, viel Spaß. Ich sehe euch in Aftershow Party. Liken, subscriben, hit the bell und schön kommentieren. Und auf geht's, Freunde. Here we go.
The Metalheads Forever Rockcast Show is proud to present, from Australia, Darker Half.
Einmal blind durch die Nacht.
Das war ein Thornbridge, I am the Storm. Ja, der Wahnsinn. Die gefallen mir. Was sagt ihr dazu? Genau in diese Richtung geht es weiter mit Darker Half. Die machen auch geilen Speed Metal, melodisch, aber voll auf den Punkt. Hoffentlich läuft alles durch. Ihr wisst selber, mit den Labels ist nämlich ein Teil, das ganze Interview. Wenn nicht, wenn das passieren sollte, dann muss das Interview natürlich abbrechen und dann ein paar Songs reinspielen. Dann gibt es dann hochgeladen. Also ihr verliert nicht das Interview. Wenn wir es heute nicht live sehen können, dann sehen wir es dann spätestens morgen. Also, aber ich habe ein gutes Gefühl, dass es gut durchläuft. Wir haben doch eine gute Woche, oder? Positive Vibes schicken. Also ich sage nochmal Danke an gestern. Steve Rosen, ich habe vorher gerade vor der Show noch mit dem Hannes, der ist immer noch geflasht, der liegt direkt, sagt er, Wahnsinn. Also hat mir auch so gefallen. Für euch, die Woche nicht Englisch können, ist natürlich ein bisschen schwierig, aber Bilder machen doch alles. Da sieht man, mit wem er gearbeitet hat. Also Wahnsinn, hat Spaß gemacht, werde ich auch mehr auf dieses noch losgehen, dass ich wirklich einmal im Monat vielleicht so behind the scenes, dass ich ein paar wirklich geile Krach habe. Das ist so, ich gucke, das war die erste Show übrigens ohne Musik, das Interview. Ja, hat funktioniert. So, aber jetzt gibt es jetzt ein Interview. Auf das freue ich mich auch schon lange, weil es war ein sehr, sehr, sehr sympathisches mit Wo, der Sänger Gitarrist, der ist richtig cool drauf und haben einen geilen Sound, der erklärt auch die ganzen Songs. Liebe Vanessa, ich weiß, dass du heute ja, und Irmi, ich weiß, dass du da stehst, ich weiß, dass die Danny extra da ist, wegen Darker Half. Vielleicht schauen sie auch zu, Darker Half. Bei denen ist in Australien fast die gleiche Zeit jetzt. Also, die wird wahrscheinlich jetzt schlafen. Aber vielleicht sogar wach. Mal schauen. Dann Gästen Lammers natürlich, begrüße ich draußen, du wirst auch zuschauen, du hast mir angeschrieben, ob das live ist oder Aufzeichnung, natürlich Aufzeichnung. Wenn wir schauen mal kurz in den Chat rein, unsere ganzen Verdächtigen, Peter Krause sei gegrüßt, da sage ich da, Gästen Lammers, da ist er, dann die Dani, sei gegrüßt, liebe Dani, ich blende kurz ein, unser Master of Bruns, Mr. Helly, servus, natürlich die Vanessa, sei gegrüßt, die Vanessa und Irmi im Hintergrund oder daneben. Dann der Hannes Rittel, servus, lieber Hannes. Und wir haben dann noch da der Michel, servus, lieber Michel, sei gegrüßt. Und alle im Hintergrund, lockt euch ein, seid mit dabei. Der Högi, Högi ist auch dabei. Högi, servus, mit der schönsten Kappe des Chats. Seid dabei, lockt euch ein im Hintergrund und chattet mit. Der Chat läuft natürlich mit, parallel. Und ich werde mal schauen, dass ihr schön brav bleibt. Okay. So, auf geht's, Freunde. Hier sind Darker Half und Glass Colored Rose und danach gleich im Interview ist Mo, der Mastermind of Darker Half. Und ich sehe euch dann jetzt wirklich tatsächlich nach dem Interview zur Aftershow-Party. Okay? Viel Spaß bei Darker Half.
This
And now, welcome to the show, Woe from Darker Half.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Greetings to Australia, my friend.
Ha.
You just came back from tour because some of our members from our fan club, they requested Darker Half. They,
Oh, really? That's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah. We just got back from Europe where we did a run of shows with Jaded Heart, a couple of our own shows, and a run of shows with Jeff Tate from Queensryche during the Operation Mindcrime anniversary. So it was a really cool trip. And
Yes.
we were stoked to be on it. And, you know, Queensryche's one of the bands we've been looking up to for years, so it was awesome to be on a tour like that.
So how was it when you saw Geoff Tate the very first time? I mean, I must say, and I said this many times in my show, when Queensryche hit the road in the 80s, especially Operation Mindcrime, especially this album, this was like a game changer. And I said this many times, and he had this voice like nobody had. And I guess you saw it the same way, right?
Yeah, I guess obviously I was one when Operation Mindcrime came out, so I didn't really experience anything like that at the time, but kind of the whole trad metal genre to me, including Queensryche, was kind of like that when I first heard it. You know, when I got exposed to, I guess, heavy music in general, the first bands I ever heard were bands like Linkin Park and Slipknot and the stuff that was popular in the early 2000s, Limp Bizkit, all the nu metal stuff, and I wasn't that into it. And when I heard like Iron Maiden, Queensryche, Judas Priest for the first time, it really was like, whoa, what's this? I didn't really think of it as old. I was like, to me, it was really fresh because I hadn't heard anything quite like it before.
This brings me to my first question. Actually, maybe you answered the question already. So, when you was a kid, how you got into heavy metal?
Well, I guess, you know, hearing some of those bands was a little further on, but my parents played in bands in the 70s and 80s, mostly punk rock and roll, Australian rock, which, you know, that sort of thing. So I grew up around music. I played in school bands and that sort of thing.
So talk about AC/DC, Rose Tattoo, something like
yeah,
this?
Yeah, AC/DC, Rose Tattoo, those sort of bands, The Scientists, Hoodoo Gurus, just a lot of Australian rock bands, The Angels. So I grew up around that sort of thing and, you know, the sort of stuff that was popular at the time. So around my generation, it was like Blink-182 and a lot of pop punk stuff was really popular, Green Day. And yeah, eventually I had a friend of mine who was a couple of years older who once I'd found bands like System of a Down and he asked me what music I listened to and said, oh, I listen to metal. And he's like, oh, that's not metal. And gave me a tape of like basically Metallica, just a mix of the first 4 albums just mashed up. It would have been a burnt CD at the time. And hearing that, so, you know, all the good, you know, 2 or 3 songs from each of the first 4 albums, and hearing that for the first time, it's like, oh, wow, there's something totally more to this. And then I heard S&M and I heard, you know, the big 4 basically. And then from there, found Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and really got into more metal from there.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, that was the time and you chose the right time to get involved in this. Because New Wave approach heavy metal versus San Francisco, LA, it was amazing time. 80s, for example, was amazing time, and I said this so many times in the show. So talking about Darker Half, very, very, very cool sound, and I chose songs. We have 8 videos to talk about, 8 songs from different years, from 2009, 18, 20, so different albums, EPs, and we just heard Glass Colored Rose. So what is the story from Glass Colored Rose?
Well, originally it was inspired by a comedy sketch from the Mitchell and Webb book, Are We the Baddies, where they're dressed in Nazi uniforms and they're kind of wondering if maybe they're the bad guys because they have skulls and stuff on their uniforms where everyone else has flags. And it's, you know, it's played off as a joke, but it just made me start thinking about like any war. So the song's not about it. Well, to be clear, the song's not actually about World War II at all. It's about any war where you go over and you win, and then you kind of wonder, well, was it worth it? Why were we here in the first place? It's never seemed to make much sense. The kind of pointlessness of it, a Pyrrhic victory, I suppose, would be a good way to put it. And so, you know, I tried to make it a little bit vague in terms of not setting it at a particular place and time, not trying to go into the history, but more the feeling around anything like that. And I thought Glass Colored Rose was a reference to rose-colored glasses and nostalgia was kind of the vibe I was looking for lyrically. And so I thought, yeah, that was kind of the theme for the whole thing.
I love it. It's from the new album, If You Only Knew. Yes.
If You Only Knew. Yeah, and I think that it's a bit of a theme on the whole album, to be honest, is that rose-colored glasses, nostalgia, that sort of thing.
Yeah. We do now a trip to 2018 to the EP. You have a EP called Classified. And the next track will be Heavens Falling. And we listen first, and then you tell me the story, okay?
Yep.
Here is good. Heavens Falling. Heavens Falling. Yeah, I must say, it's a very, very strong EP. What you brought out.
Yeah,
2018.
I think so too. I think it's actually some of our best work, even though it is an EP. I'm really happy with the songs on that.
Yes, and we have
very
more.
tight, concise.
In this interview, we have more from the EP, I must say. Yeah. Tell me a story. Heavens Falling.
Well, the whole EP is kind of a little bit about ancient aliens and all that kind of theory and idea. And so if you look at the cover of it on the physical version, the whole thing's, it's called Classified, and things that meant to be like opening up a book of classified documents. The lyrics are written in there as though they're handwritten files written in a folder stashed away somewhere. And so Heavens Falling was kind of like the reveal, I suppose, of where people start realizing what's actually going on in the story of the EP. It's not quite a concept album in the sense that the term gets used, but it's like pretty close. There's no characters or specific story, but it's very much a theme. And that's kind of like people, a group of people realizing the truth, so to speak. And I've always felt like it was one of our strongest songs, to be honest, as well. It's always in our set. It's one of our favorite songs to play live. I think musically, I think it's one of the funnest songs to play. And I do like the themes and the lyrics in there too. I think it holds a good place on the EP, and I think it stands really alone in itself as a good song.
I agree. That's why the song is in the show. Because I always choose the best. What I thought is it's the strongest songs and the best songs. And so far you agree with my
I think you
choice?
picked a really good bunch of songs, to be honest. They're especially picking if you're trying to pick something from most of the albums. Like I think they're really good picks.
Yeah. That was from the EP Classified, and I would say we play something from the new album again.
Yep.
This is always we jump around from your albums. The next one is from the If You Only Knew album, and this is the song Into Shadows. And what is about Into Shadows? We listen first, watch the video first, then you give me your story. Here is Into Shadows. Into Shadows. Yeah, cool song. Yeah, also very strong. The 3 songs from the new album are really killer tunes. So what is Into Shadows? What is the story?
Well, I guess musically, we on If You Only Knew in general, we started approaching and everything from much more songwriting based point of view, and wanted to. I think it started with the EP, but we lent into using a lot more synths, and so Into the Shadows from the musical side was really something where we wanted to try play around with actually using the keyboard as not lead instrument, but have a bit more of a role in the song rather than just being a bit sound effects and padding. Lyrically, it's like someone it's about depression, I guess, being stuck on, like, we wrote a lot of the If You Only Knew album after we came back from our third European tour, and really felt like we were stuck on an island at the end of the world in Australia, basically. But I think the lyrics in that one are really the shipwreck, the island in your head. It's talking about being stuck away from everything and being not sure how you're going to get back to it. And then, I suppose it's not exactly a happy ending in that song, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, depression, isolation, and distance, I suppose, they're probably the themes. And from the musical point of view, was really trying to do something where we lent on the keyboards a little more.
I love this song. Into Shadows is a very cool track, I must say.
Yeah, it's one of our favorites too.
I was really impressed when I listened to all the years. I mean, the next song I have to change a little bit my role, because actually I plan to play something again from the EP, but now I will change it, because now we go back to once again to 2014, Blinded by Darkness. This is a very heavy track. I like this the structure of the song. And you agree? We play first? And
yeah, go for it.
Tell me the story from Blinded by Darkness. Great title, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Blinded by Darkness. And I have a story for this. So, and here's Blinded by Darkness.
Trying hard to make it through.
Blinded by Darkness. You know, sometimes if you are in a pitch dark room like I am in my studio, sometimes you can be blinded. it's so dark that it's blind you.
Yeah, that's it.
What is the story? Blinded by Darkness.
I was actually how do I put this? There's just kind of when you feel like you're putting something out into the universe and just no one's paying attention. It's just going nowhere. Just like kind of screaming at the void, and that you can keep doing what you're doing and nothing seems to actually get better. And I think at the time when we wrote this, I probably wasn't particularly happy, and maybe feeling like everything's kind of not quite working out how you imagine it to. And I think the Blinded by the title itself was kind of probably alluding to the name of the band a little bit too, and just like kind of seeing the darker side of the music industry and shit as you start doing a bit more and seeing the nasty side of things here and there.
I mean, we are in the darkest time ever, in my opinion. When it comes to when you compare to all what's going on, how you compare to the 70s, 80s, the strong times where album sales was like king, and now it's all about streaming, and for me it's a dark time, to be honest, because I was a metalhead in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and bought the albums, and luckily the vinyl came back, which I always say the same, because I was one of the vinyl buyer and listener, and how much I loved the Iron Maidens and Judas Priest and Motorhead and all the great Motley Crue, all the great stuff, and now I just saw now every band gets the year. How many views, how many listeners from Spotify, and then I always check out the comments and and how much money you make now with this? You have now 1 million views. Congratulations! How much money you actually made? So that's a different story. It's exposure. And for me, to be honest, it's dark time. I always feel it's not fair to the artist, the creator. You are the guys, you create the music and you spend the money on this, and other people make money out of this. This is my opinion, and I know this is a difficult discussion, because there are pros and cons, and
I think look, in the end, I think there are pros and cons, but right now it's definitely, it is, I think at most levels of the industry too, it is a con right now, like even up to, if you're a small band. I guess if you're a really small band, it can definitely help you get a bit more exposure than you would have been able to otherwise to a broad amount of people. But I think pretty quickly up the ladder, it stops being a benefit and ends up being like at least somewhat detrimental in areas. But also, I'd like to think that can change. Right now, I think that's a problem. I think it has been a problem. I grew up in the period in between sort of thing where you had to buy the CD to get the whole album, but you could use LimeWire or something to get a taste.
Mm-hmm. Or you got Napster and you get
I was a teenager in the Napster era. I was like just getting into music at that point in time. So, and I think certain things are definitely a lot easier, and there's still a lot of really good music out there. And I think if not, like maybe there's even more good music, but it's hard to tell. But it's harder for anything to take hold the way stuff used to, that's for sure. And I think it's definitely harder to sell the music itself to be a musician, where in the past album sales were a big part of it, having the album sold, played on radio, used in movies, all that stuff is still there, but it's not as big a piece of it, as big a pie as I guess it used to be. And I think it goes beyond music too, in the sense that music's competing for people's attention with so many other things that aren't music than it used to as well. So, like, I want to agree with you, and I tend to agree with you, but I guess I hope that it can get better too.
Yeah,
maybe just for my own sake.
I mean, it's hard to predict what's coming next, because the technique goes forward, and who thought, especially I recorded with 8 tracks and 24 tracks to the album stuff, and now to do it home, it's everything, I love technique also. I love the mobile phones, and it's great,
Yeah.
But for the musicians, I feel it's unfair how the percentages, the musicians should get more.
The streaming percentages are really bad. I just mean in terms of, if everything's going to be different, maybe it can be different in a better way than it is now, rather than
hopefully,
So, but yeah, look, right, it's definitely not there at the moment, and it's it's a big issue.
I mean, nobody thought that vinyl comes back.
No, I think that's a really interesting development, actually. That sure, you can go listen to the song whenever you want on Spotify, but if you want to own the product, the the collector's item starts being very much a collector's thing. But I think
and cassettes. Who thought about this? Cassettes. Cassettes was a pain in the ass in the 80s and 70s, and now coming back. So they get a pain in the ass now in 2023 and 2024. But it's something nostalgic. This is something. I think that the new generation, the young metalheads like we was in the 80s with 15, something like this, they want to experience the real deal. This for me was the real deal, in the 80s, 70s, 80s. And I think that the younger generation, they are thirsty, they're hungry to experience this feeling, And I hope it goes on. Maybe something changed to the better, that people say, okay, we are not interested anymore in streaming. We want the real deal, and people buy again albums. Maybe, you never know.
Yeah, I think there'll be elements. I think it's also a matter of making something unique on the album. So maybe, we haven't actually discussed this. I'm just thinking about it now. But maybe, like in the past, you used to have a radio edit of a song. Maybe you put everything up on Spotify, sure. But then on the album, the solo is twice as long, or there's an extra section or something like that you can't get anywhere else. Make it unique, make it special.
What was interesting? I just I create artworks for artists, and I just finished the complete 16-page booklet for David Rees, and I created an album cover, back cover, 16-page. Yeah. And there's so much work in this, so much love in this, and David Rees, it's like once again, people get something when they buy a CD.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pictures, a lot of stuff, and I think this should be the way to invest a little bit more in artwork. Yeah.
Like my father is actually a graphic designer and makes album covers and booklets and stuff like that, and posters and all that sort of thing. He did the artwork for our first album, our first couple of albums, and so when I first saw how much actually goes into just making and organizing a booklet, it's kind of like, wow, like so many people just pull this out and flip through it flippantly. Oh, the lyrics are there.
Yeah, I did this.
Whatever, and it's like a lot of effort actually goes into that side of things that you don't realize until you actually see the process from the backside.
Yes,
which I'm not much of an artist in a visual sense. So, like, I did kind of think, throw a bunch of pictures together, boom, 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 it'll be fine. And it's like, oh, that picture's got white, but the lyrics are printed white. You can't read the lyrics.
But you have something else. You are a strong composer.
And there's so much more to it than you think.
All right, let's go to the EP again, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And the next song is Alien Exist.
Excellent.
And here we go. Here's Alien Exist. alien exist. So do you believe alien exists?
I think so. They've got to, surely. The universe is too big.
Are you in science fiction or something like this?
I am. I'm not like, I wouldn't call myself like a sci-fi buff, but I like science fiction. I like Star Wars, Dune, Warhammer, Isaac Asimov. I've read a few of his books. Again, I'm not a buff. I don't know heaps about it, but I do enjoy it. Yeah.
I think it's really interesting because I think the Americans, they know something. They know something is going on and not telling us exactly. The Americans. They have some side
something weird's going on with that. Like, even if it turns out to actually be their own stuff, it's still really weird doing it through the alien story. Like, it's still very odd.
Is this
exciting though?
Is this inspired by them, for example?
Not specifically. It was inspired. The whole EP was inspired by the whole ancient aliens theory. The series on History Channel, as silly as it sounds. Like, I don't necessarily subscribe to the theory, but it's such a great story, and so like the whole EP is kind of about that theory in general. But this song in particular, as the first track, "Aliens Exist," is trying to set up the whole thing, like the ships of gold, slave race. They're the people from the stars who'll come back, and everyone thinks they're going to save them, but they're going to kill everyone. Setting up the calamity that heaven's falling is, and in the song "The Deal," it's the deal that gets done with them. So maybe Roswell. I don't know. Again, I try to keep this stuff vague. I don't like to put a specific time and place on a lot of these things. I just kind of want to get the feeling of it all a little bit. But the specific song "Aliens Exist" was very much themed around the whole Anunnaki, ancient aliens theory of us being like a slave race to mine gold for the aliens is the elevator pitch, I guess.
Yeah, cool song. Love it.
Yeah.
We have one more from EP, but now we go way back to 2009 to the Duality album. It's the only song from the album I put here in the show. When Darker Half was founded?
Dark Half was initially, like, the idea of it was put together in 2003 when I was in high school, but the band really kind of started playing proper shows and formed in 2005.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we formed in 2005, and we did, started doing local shows, put out a initial EP, started playing interstate in Australia and sort of building a following here until we released Duality in 2009. We did our first national tour with Queensryche, incidentally, in 2009 when Jeff Tate was still in the band. Going back to what we were talking about at the start.
From the Duality, I play now Helpless, and then you tell me the story, okay?
Sounds good.
Here is Helpless.
close to falling down, down into the drink. Open up my eyes, smoke clouds what I'll see. Is there something down there? Is that something me? Seem of
This was Helpless from the Duality album from 2009. So it's amazing how many years. So when you look back now to the last album 2020, how you feel, how you reflect the past?
It's definitely been sort of a long road. Like the first couple of albums were only released in Australia initially, and there was no Spotify at the time, so international releases were much more difficult. And look, I think the production is definitely of its time, but I think when I listen to it again here and there, I really like the songs off it. I think we've changed quite a bit since then, but I also think for the most part the songs hold up. I think they're all good for what they are. I think they definitely represent what we're trying to do, and I think even though there's a lot of good stuff in between, I think in a funny way If You Only Knew represents what we're trying to do on Duality pretty well. I feel like if I could go back in time and show If You Only Knew to the guy who wrote Duality, I think he'd really like it. I suppose. Yeah.
I liked it too. Because I listened to all the stuff what I could find so on videos, and there's much more to explore, So ihr draußen, falls ihr noch mehr hören wollt, am besten auf der YouTube-Seite gehen von Tag Half, das werdet ihr bedient. Da könnt ihr noch, sorry, I had to switch a bit to my German audience. Also da draußen auf YouTube könnt ihr noch etliches entdecken. Da haben schon etliches drauf. Sehr, sehr cool. Alright, Wo. Helpless. Is there a special story to Helpless?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of a drug story, I suppose. Growing up around a lot of rock and metal people, a lot of people who kind of fall off the rails a little bit, and it's just about watching someone fall off the rails and knowing that you can't really do anything to help without getting stuck into it yourself. And sometimes that has a happy ending, but sometimes it doesn't. And that was probably one of the first times it didn't. But yeah,
I tell you what, for all these people who are in addiction, for example, you have the key in your hand to have a happy end. I know, I know from what I'm talking about. You yourself have the key to happy end or a bad end, because if you throw the key away, it's no happy end. If you're wise and you go in you and you can change. If there's always a light in the end of the tunnel, what I say for people. Yeah. So I wrote a song in the 90s called Helpless, but in Bavarian language called Hilflos. So when you're in a dark time, in a very dark time, which I was as a full-blown alcoholic, and I lost everything, everything. My health, my wife, I was no roof over my head, broke and sick. My doctor told me 6 months to live, then you die, blah, 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 helpless. And I wrote a song about this. And I was listening actually yesterday to Helpless, and I thought, you have the key in your hand. You can change if you want.
Yeah, no, that's it.
I think this sums up the song, I guess.
I think so, yeah. That summed up pretty well.
Thanks. With my stories explains your song. Yeah. All right. We have 2 more songs. We go one more time back to the EP, which I must say it's a really masterpiece, this EP. This is a very strong EP. And the real deal, let's say that this classified EP is a real deal. And there's a song on this, The Deal. And would say, let's listen first, The Deal, and then you tell me what the deal is, okay?
Excellent.
Here is
The Deal.
To anyone else, they will tell you that we're diseased. Parasites working to spread the seeds. Inhuman freaks feed on the weak. Creatures that live on depravity. So what? Eternity comes at all costs. Confused, have I been used?
that was the deal. The real deal. So what is the deal? Tell me.
The deal, again, on the Classified EP, the whole EP was kind of themed around the whole ancient aliens theory. So the deal was someone making a deal with aliens, essentially, for technology. It was kind of that part of the song. So I was trying to, again, it was one of the first times we made a pretty strong use of synthesizers. And the whole EP was the first thing we wrote on the computer as opposed to in the room with the band. So with the deal, we really wanted to have a go at using the synthesizers as like a lead role, doing some interesting stuff with them and having the band play around. And so the idea with the deal being a deal with aliens or something is kind of like going onto the spaceship, give that whole vibe. Of course, it's not a good deal, as none of these things ever are. But yeah, basically, deal with the devil, in this case, aliens, and trying to make use of a bunch of the synthesizer stuff because we weren't really sure how to use it yet. So the whole EP, there's a lot of stuff on the EP that's kind of how do we work this stuff because we haven't really had a chance to use it much yet. And I think, I'm really happy with how it came out. It definitely influenced a lot of stuff that we did going forward on If You Only Knew as well. And this is actually, I think, one of my favorite songs that we've done.
Absolutely. I agree. It's a great song.
Yeah.
But from all songs, once again, I must say, there is no filler, only killer.
Thanks, man.
If there would be all on one album, it would fit perfectly.
Yeah, look, I think when you said before about reflection, I think looking back across the albums, I'm pretty happy, where I think we're quite versatile, but we still sound like us a lot of the time. There's a sense of there's a bit of continuity going on there. Like now that we've got enough stuff that I can kind of look
I
at
think
it like
your voice is also a signature.
Yeah, I'd say so too. I think vocals tie a lot of stuff together like that. And I think, it's definitely become more common that when we first started doing the power metal vocals over music that's quite a bit heavier, wasn't really as much of a thing like doing it at all outside of real trad metal. At least from where I was standing, it didn't seem as common. So, that's always been a thing, is that I'm into a lot of different music and trying to mix that with the classic metal stuff has always been kind of something to go for.
Well, we have one more song, but before I play the first, you have to tell me this, so because this is your kick-out song. We have to take a picture now.
All right.
For the social media. You make some, the devil's horn or whatever, and come a little bit closer to the camera. Maybe you can see you better. Yeah, that's good. It's better. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, done. Good. Whoa. What is in the pipeline? Last question.
So,
pipeline for the band.
We've got our next album finished. It'll be coming out next year, mid next year, through Massacre Records. We've also, on the most recent tour we did in Europe with Jeff Tate and Jaded Heart, we recorded a lot of our songs and we're putting together a live album.
Wow.
Which will probably be digital only, except for some special circumstances. That we're kind of getting all that together now, so I don't have any solid release plans, but keep an eye on everything because there's going to be a lot of info about that coming soon.
You coming on tour again?
Yeah, where the next Europe tour, next tour in Europe is penciled in for May, June 2024. So we're looking to come back with the new album when that comes out. And doing a bunch of our own headline shows, hopefully a couple of festivals and another tour with somebody else, but details are still being, fleshed out at this point. But, next year's looking really busy. We'll be doing an Australian tour in April, coming back to Europe in June with a new album, a live album, got a couple of film clips, lots of stuff happening. It's busy.
Yeah. So how you like the German beer? You like German beer?
It. Yeah, I like the beer. I like most of the beer in Europe. It's definitely a little different to what we have in Australia, but I think it makes sense for the climate over there too, because it's much heavier, but it's so much colder.
What I always do in the end of the interview, I ask my audience, so raise the glasses or hoch die Humpen für Wo von Dagerhof. Cheers! I have the coffee. Cheers, my friend.
Yeah, I got the coffee too today.
Cheers, my friend. Take care. All right, we have one more song from the new album, and this is Falling. Short explanation to Falling.
So Falling, this one is kind of personal in a sense, but it's about putting an elderly relative into a nursing home for dementia and watching the slow decline over months, years, and just that gradual not getting it anymore and, disappearing, which is something, my grandmother went through and have other relatives going through, and it's a rough one. So I thought, not exactly a typical metal song topic, but, definitely a brutal one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, thank you so much for the interview.
Dude, thank you so much, Richie. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Looking forward to everything next year, and hopefully I'll be back on here eventually.
Do me a favor, greet Vanessa. Vanessa, she was the one. You know her, Vanessa.
Of course, I know Vanessa. Right? I know Vanessa. Yeah.
Yeah. Give the last words to Vanessa. She will be very happy to hear this.
Of course. Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks so much.
Das war's. Tagehaft, wow, I salute you. Take care, and ihr da draußen, holt euch das geile Album If You Only Knew. Und wenn ihr wollt, noch mehr. Very cool. Thanks, my friend, and I salute you. Here is Tagehaft and Falling.
Look into your eyes, I know there's nothing there. Where one
This is Metalheads Forever. I am Blaze Bailey, and I am telling you, this is probably the best heavy metal show in the world.
Willkommen zum Rock and Metal Dates Festival 2024. Vom 27. bis 29. Juni 2024 bebt die Motorsport-Arena in Oschersleben mit Heavy Metal vom Feinsten. Den Warm-Up machen am Donnerstag Out the Mouse and Blacksmith. Am Freitag rocken dann Deutsche Front, Hi-Res, Fire Rose, Mysterica, Odium und weitere sensationelle Bands die Bühne. Headliner am Samstag sind Burning Witches und Nervosa. Außerdem ballern euch Grampinators, Volta, Wanted Inc., Thunder and Lightning, Rushmoon, Dispute und Morbid Approach das Hirn aus dem Schädel. Das Festival findet auf dem Zeltplatz der Arena statt. Holt euch das Ticket im Vorverkauf. Powered by Made for Kids e.V., Stage Diver Promotions und der Metalheads Forever Rockcast Show. Schädelfest, das Live-Event 2024. Von 24. bis 25. Mai 2024 findet in der Nähe von Rottweil, der ältesten Stadt Baden-Württembergs, ein nicht öffentliches privates Live-Event statt. 2 Tage vollgepackt mit Live-Musik, coolen Leuten und jeder Menge Raum für Social Networking. Über die 2 Tage hinweg werden insgesamt 6 Bands aus den Genres des Heavy Metal und des härteren Rock die Gäste verzaubern. Am Freitag spielen ab ca. 20 Uhr Anima Obscura, Serious Curse und als Headliner Crossing Sabbath. Am Samstag dann ebenfalls ab ca. 20 Uhr Arkham Circle, Dust and Bones und als Headliner Black and Damned. Tickets zum Preis von 35 €. Seid Teil des Schädelfests, seid Teil der Community. And don't forget, Schädel up your head.
Schädel up your head, jawohl. Willkommen zur Aftershow-Party und hier bin ich wieder live on air. Am 4.4. übrigens haben wir das Schädelfest-Special. Und habt ihr schon die News gesehen? Der April ist fully booked. Wir sind jetzt auch komplett voll. Alle 20 Uhr Interviews sind voll. Vielleicht lassen wir es dabei, dass wir jetzt nicht mehr so viel oben drauf packen. Ein Interview pro Nacht. Im Winter können wir vielleicht mehr machen, aber im Sommer jetzt machen wir eine. Und April ist voll. Und im Mai sind wir gerade eine Booking reingekommen während der Sendung. Sehr, sehr cool. So, bevor wir weitermachen, wollen wir dem lieben Andreas alles Gute wünschen. Der ist im Krankenhaus, hatte heute Operation. Ich hoffe, alles ist gut gegangen. Habe jetzt noch nichts gelesen. Vielleicht habt ihr schon mehr was mitbekommen während der Sendung. Ich hoffe, er hat es gut überstanden, die Operation, und es geht ihm gut. Unser lieben Andreas, natürlich ein Member und der Chef vom Metal Days, Rock and Metal Days. Ganz lieber. So, Andreas, falls du es sehen solltest, gute Besserung, ihr draußen. Healing Vibes in Richtung Oschersleben. Richtung, ich weiß nicht, wo in welchem Krankenhaus das er ist. Auf alle Fälle, die Community denkt an dich, lieber Andreas. So, wir haben noch 3 Videos und wir sagen, neue Videos, was Neues zu entdecken. Die neue Band, oder die nächste Band, habe ich noch nie gespielt. Die heißen Jolly Rocks und Shake It All. Wir sagen, let the madness begin, Part 2 in Aftershow. Here we go, Jolly Rocks.
I held out a reason 'cause I heard that the news. The TV busting
Jolly Rocks, Shake It All. Na, sowas lassen wir doch ein, oder? Wir brauchen ein bisschen Party hier. So, ich habe jetzt gerade nachgeschaut auf Andreas Horns seiner Facebook-Seite und ganz unten bei den ganzen, also hunderte von, also über 300 Kommentare, der Wahnsinn, hat er hier gemacht, also vor 2 Stunden. Das heißt, er lebt. Das ist schon mal ein gutes Zeichen, oder? Wenn er Totenkopf da wäre, schlechter. Also, lieber Andreas, das glaube ich war ein gutes Zeichen. Freue mich, dass es dir hoffentlich besser geht. So, liebe Freunde, 2 haben wir noch. Und die nächste Band heißt Sick Desire. Und was für den Frenchie Whiskey. Also so, Sick Desire.
Time to chill. Wanna party, no time to sleep. Tonight is the night, I'll get what I need. Whiskey, whiskey, raise your glass. Whiskey, whiskey, drink it fast. Whiskey, whiskey, raise your glass. Whiskey, whiskey, in that fast. I like to drink and I like to dance. When I'm drunk, I got no time for romance. We will fuck shit up tonight. One more drink and I'm ready to fight. Whiskey, whiskey, raise your glass. Whiskey, whiskey, drink it fast. Whiskey, whiskey, raise your glass. Whiskey, whiskey, in that fast. I hope this night will never end. Oh, but that's for me, all the money I spent. Oh, it was worth it, I gotta say. 'Cause now the concerts are away. And that's just because. Oh, that's just because of that. Hell, that's just because. Oh, that's just because of that. Whiskey, whiskey, raise your glass. Whiskey, whiskey, drink it fast. Whiskey, whiskey, raise your glass. Whiskey, whiskey, ain't that fast. Whiskey, whiskey, raise your glass. Whiskey, whiskey, and Belfast.
Sick Desire kommen aus Osnabrück. Und ich will mal sagen, die lassen wir doch ein, oder? Das sind doch coole Jungs. Wer am Scheiß aus Videos macht, der ist cool. So, meine Lieben, wir sind durch. Und jetzt gibt es noch eine gute Nachtmusik. Ihr kennt mir immer was Schönes zum Träumen. Und die Traummusik kommt von Nightmare. Nehmt es nicht so ernst jetzt mit dem Nightmare. Ne? Nicht, dass ihr jetzt wegen dem Video jetzt dann irgendwie oder wegen der Bandname einen Albtraum bekommt. Natürlich nicht. Ich wünsche euch wunderschöne Träume. Seid morgen dabei. Morgen haben wir eine Band aus Braunschweig. Das heißt, die erste Band in dieser Woche, wo wir Deutsch sprechen. Genau. Nämlich, wen haben wir morgen da überhaupt? Schauen wir mal, wer ist denn da? Red Running River. Da freut sich jetzt mit Sicherheit der Frank natürlich. Der ist ja ein Braunschweiger. Also morgen, wer auf Thrash Metal steht, morgen, die sind mit Sicherheit cool, die Jungs, die geben Vollgas und die hauen auf die Glocke. Also morgen gibt's Thrash Metal zum Ausklang der Woche. Bis jetzt läuft es super, hoffentlich bleibt es so. Ich bin ja froh, wenn jeder Tag ohne Internetprobleme oder Stromprobleme oder ohne Blocking läuft. Da bin ich schon happy. Bis jetzt läuft es gut. Also lass uns morgen auch noch einmal gut rocken und dann geht's in dieses Wochenende. Für mich nicht, weil ich habe was vor. Ich musste mich für ein Lyric-Video machen. Habe ich versprochen. Genau. So, ich würde sagen, mit Nightmare, Savers of the Damned, lasse ich euch in die Nacht. Schlaft's gut, danke fürs Zuschauen. Sorry, wenn es halt wieder mal Englisch hören musstet, aber die Musik spricht auch schon wieder Bände. Eine geile Band natürlich, Dagerhaf, war sehr, sehr cool. War schon am 3.12. aufgenommen, bloß dass ihr es wisst. Okay? So, liebe Freunde, das war's gewesen. Danke euch. Ihr seid Nightmare, Savers of the Damned. Ich sag, gute Nacht, Freunde. Bleibt gesund, werdet gesund und ganz spezielle Grüße nochmal zum Andreas Horn im Krankenhaus und komm auf die Bühne und we metal up. Das natürlich Rock and Metal Days Festival, okay? So, auf geht's, Freunde. Hier ist Nightmare und danach gleich die Vorankündigung. Und ihr wisst ja, was auf euch morgen zukommt. Okay? Ihr seid Nightmare, Savers of the Damned. In diesem Sinne, gute Nacht.
The Metalheads Forever Rockcast Show is proud to present thrash rock from Braunschweig, Germany. Red Running River. Diese Show wurde euch präsentiert von Newton Artworks. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thank you for watching. We salute you.